Now we're going to have a chat about Rotaract's Re-Cyclo-Thon. And joining me this morning is Atia Douglas, who is the president of the Rotaract Club of Central Port of Spain. Joining me as well is Giselle Grandison, who is the Executive and Corporate Social Responsibility Assistant Managing Director of Carib Glassworks Limited. And we are speaking about the Re-Cyclo-Thon. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. So it's great to be speaking with two representatives from the two organizations heavily involved in this Re-Cyclo-Thon. So first, Atia, tell us about the Re-Cyclo-Thon itself. What is it really?
Okay, so the Re-Cyclo-Thon, of course, is an initiative conceptualized by the Rotaract Club of Central Port of Spain. We are under a body called the Rotary International. So Rotary has several mandates in how we do service activities. One of those activities is actually introduced in 2020. It's supporting the environment. So we saw the opportunity. We know that organizations such as EMA, who are running their I Care campaign, really trying to get recycling as a habit within Trinidad and Tobago. So we would have reached out to Carib Glass, we would have reached out to EMA to partner with us to guide us, how to successfully conduct this Re-Cyclo-Thon. It's really to encourage the general public, as I said, to have a love for recycling, to know what are the best practices of getting rid of these recyclable items, because we know that they can be repurposed.
Yep.
And so we put out a call at the beginning of November. So it was basically a team activity, so some fun rivalry among different teams. We had about 16 teams in total registering. So they had about a month to collect recyclable items, glass bottles, plastics, Tetra Packs, and aluminium cans. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And Giselle, you are here from Carib Glassworks to tell us about your involvement. So how was Carib Glassworks involved in the Re-Cyclo-Thon?
Well, when Rotaract Central Club of Port of Spain came to us, we were like, okay, this is perfect, because this is what we do all the time. Because Carib Glass has been around since 1948, almost 70-something years, almost our grandmother's age. And we've been recycling since that time. So all the time, we always try our best to ensure that the public is educated, because we have bins receptacles across the country. So when they came to us, we said, okay, this is a perfect opportunity to continue our education campaign, to work with the young generation on recycling. And we know how Instagram and social media does be with this. So we saw it as a perfect opportunity. So since then, working with Rotaract Central Club of Port of Spain has been really amazing. I mean, they're so amazing young persons. And most importantly, we also got to meet, well, not meet as yet, but we also got to see a lot of the persons who were recycling on social media and posting with us on Instagram, etc. So it was really great.
I can only imagine. And, these activities, it really helps the environment. It really helps, a spirit of community as well. And, I just want to find out, what was the process like, Atia?
On the day itself, I don't know if you're hearing the little thing in my voice, but it was action-packed. So we had 3 points, C3, Nelson Mandela Park, and Eddie Hart. So our team was split up. Myself and another colleague, we went down to C3. As you would have seen from the photos, we had most of the participants going to the Eddie Hart ground. So there was definitely the highest traffic. But it was really inspiring to see the involvement, to see the dedication from the participants as well. We've been getting a lot of positive feedback, that through the process, they've had to do their own research, so they've learned a lot. They've been encouraging their family members and their friends also to start recycling. So honestly, I don't think we could have asked for a better experience for this initiative.
Wonderful, wonderful. And back to you, Giselle. When Carib Glass repurposes recycled glass, what exactly is done with it?
So when we get back glass from local, what we do, we go through a cleansing process. So the bottles are stripped of their labels, they are clean, and what we call cullet, which is broken glass that we reuse in our system to create new glass. I know, of course, a lot of people know when you go through how you make glass, you use sand, because most times when we go to the beaches and we see glass on the beaches, like they're literally graded down.
Right.
So sand is an element of making glass and limestone, etc. So in our process, we use average 40 to 60%, depending on what job we're doing, to remake new glass. So imagine this, if we have enough people recycling in Trinidad and Tobago, glass recycling, how much product, as in glass materials, that we can utilize from our local Trinbagonian people back into our process and keep recycling and keep making new glass and using old glass. I mean, the process alone is a circular economy, and it's really something for our Caribbean persons and Trinidad and Tobagonians to truly like pay attention to, because climate change is a real issue. And supporting organizations, whether non-profit, private, or public sectors, would be great in really helping reclaim and supporting the environment.
Oh, yes, and reducing our carbon footprint as a whole.
Correct.
You know, and back to you, Atia. Let's speak numbers now. I know for many of these types of drives that collect recyclables and garbage and stuff like that, there's a record of how much was collected. Do you have any of those figures?
Oh, yes. So we, I have it in pounds, sorry, I know it's usually in kg. Yesterday, we would have collected about just over 1,800 pounds in glass, sorry, on Saturday. About 1,800 pounds in glass and just over 1,500 pounds in the other recyclables, which would have been plastic, Tetra Paks, and aluminum can.
Yeah. Wow. You know, so that's a lot of things that would otherwise have been garbage, you know, going into a landfill somewhere and not being very good for the environment, going to be recycled. So that's some great news there. So what were the prizes?
Oh, awesome. So we had really some amazing support from Carib Glass and from private sponsors as well. So the first prize is actually a weekend stay at Shaka Cabana Beach Resort, which is in Chagaramas. Second prize is a voucher to a popular restaurant within Trinidad and Tobago. And then we have a special prize, of course, for the most glass collected, which is going to be given by Carib Glass. And we also had, you know, just some fun, as I said, the most creative team name and the most creative team slogan. They both have a cash prize to collect.
Oh, wonderful. So who were the winners then? Let's find out who these very dedicated individuals were.
I'm going to hand that over to our sponsor. Yeah.
Thank you. So we first prize, I'm going to do the first prize, second prize. So the first prize, let's go to the second prize first. Second prize went to Planet Saving Queens. And these persons were 4 group members: Celine Baldeo, Abijah Baptiste, Arian Singh, and Vanessa Clark. And then our first prize went to St. Joseph PYC, which is Police Youth Club, Environmental Club. And those persons were Analia Paris, Colette Granger, Elijah Shelbourne, Victor Aming, and Samia Sanchez. And I have 3 more. So they're the most glass collected, again, went to St. Joseph Police Youth Club, Environmental Club. And the best name came from the Collectors Clan, which is Isabel Tortizon, Jacqueline Singh, Ariel Bash, and Emma Tortizon. And they also received the prize for best slogan from the Collectors Clan.
Oh, great. Oh, great. And well, congratulations to all the winners, and congratulations to Rotaract and Carib Glass for being involved in this initiative, because aside from, you know, the prizes to be won and whatever, you know, it really does help the environment and, you know, helps to decrease the carbon footprint, as I mentioned earlier. Well, and with that, I want to thank you both for joining me this morning, and great work on what you've been doing.
Thank you very much.